Yo, yo, yo. Hey guys, Rowan here, and welcome back to Sultan's game. I did accidentally redeem some of these. I realized that all these quests here, mediocre returns. So, modest fortune through hard work, 20 coins. Kind man, 5 points renown. Celebrity, 5 points influence. You redeem these under your roof 1. Okay, 5 followers in single run. Stone quality renovation. Double the pleasures. Story of a socialite who won the hearts of men with a charming secret. What did I lose? No, it gave me the double the freedom and joy. Okay. Place of sin. Lock the prison. Book lover 1. Story of bookworm who found herself in a sea of books, almost drunk on joy. Lucky bookworm, she used to beg in the corner next to us. Alright. Got 8 of these points. Fate's Ledger. Well, there's stuff we can get. Ooh. Okay. Everything that happens while the wheel moves shall be your chips tip the scale of fate. Fate points. Spend fate points to claim boons that may guide you close to the secrets hidden within this tale. Resolve selling cards in game or complete stories and 1001 nights gain fate points. You need to achieve a boon to use it during your journeys. Boons are automatically activated upon purchase. You can only activate or deactivate boons when you start a new game. Once the story is in progress, threads of fate can no longer be tampered with. So there's no reason to me to get these. Wait, what? I thought I saved. Oh. Alright, well, in that case... Alright. So let's see here. That's right, we got this priest of the true faith, who is not actually a noble. Okay. Hope for exoneration. Okay. I have to go, right? Well, hold on. Riots outside the city's almost done. You have to handle this yourself. Alright. Can bring any followers we want. Well, I think your sort. I think it only makes sense. Wait. Where's my strong man? What? Where is he? Oh, he's... Okay. That's fine. You would actually help a little bit.
What?
You actually give a fair bit here. Excuse me, folks. Could do a Conquest card. We don't have one. We have Silver Bloodshed. Could do tactics here. I think 3 and 6 seems good here. Alright, I need to deal with the grand game. So Maggie's gonna go. Can I get rid of slander? Okay. Jabal. One of 4 esteemed individuals granted the honor of serving as Sultan's personal guard, permitted to bear arms in the Sultan's presence, Half-old man, oft ridiculed for his passion for adventure stories and ancient heroics, steadfastly upholds ideals of the very paragons he admires. Sultan's champion. Commander. Okay. Fair enough. He doesn't like me. Alright. Huh. Peering into the darkness. Those who peer into darkness are themselves watched by darkness. It's basic conviction of the cult. You can proselytize through methinks, then synthesize more advanced conviction during the Headless Dragons. Okay, that's fine. Maybe you can go there. Yeah, let's do this. Easy ways to spread convictions of the cult is, of course, to induct your followers first. Then spread cult ideology has appeared. Just personally spread your ideology. You can spread the convictions of the cult among your followers. Most followers will be persuaded by you, with some exceptions. Convictions of the cult bronze are higher tier. You can establish cult base in an empty mansion. Cult base can only be built once. Okay, we don't have convictions of the cult. Sacrificial ritual, what is this? Dark ritual begins. Event human sacrifice has appeared. What completes ritual isn't flesh and life. Such mundane affairs flood the world worthless. What is truly sacrifice, what brings power, is the heart willing to kill for power. The one who presides over the sacrifice might either be a cultist or practice the black art. Sacrifice certain death awaits. Can only be used to break either a Bloodshed or Carnality card and gain infamy. Can only ever break one Carnality card through this ritual. Of course, Sultan's card tier must not exceed that of the sacrifice. What if... Huh. Oh, interesting. Your devout faith of the one who delivers cultists. Huh. Interesting. Do you have magic? No. Okay. Okay, we got prisoner out. Well, let's do managing the estate here. You have 5. Command, my lord. By all means, do it. Don't have any nobles to go to the bathhouse. Okay. No, you don't really have much here. No, you're not adding much. Let's see here. Opportunity. That actually might help here. Alright, we'll lock you into investigate the unsolved murders. Do we have a book for you? Book of the Wild. Everything in this book provided you understanding. Then Book of the Wild has appeared. Okay. Survival 3. So dwell in the wilderness to survive only by surrendering their fate to nature. Contains many recipes utilizing the simplest ingredients. After reading this book, gain +3 survival. Okay. I don't know if I want to give it to you. So we're gonna make you magic, wisdom, charisma. So actually, let's think on our crocodile. Alright. Build the crocodile bond. We could save this for when we're ready to do some extravagance. Yeah, let's send you to the bookstore here. No. Can't do that. We could do intuition. We'll lock it in. Yeah. This looks good to me. We got 2 more on Explore the Unknown Oasis. Let's lock her in. Bloodstains, footprints, hints to heinous crimes. Is it too late to find the truth? After pulling down the heavy curtains, the pale sunlight finally shines in the decaying mansion. The influence high enough wins success, it said. You sneak in quietly again and search for truths that have yet to fade away. You rely on your influence. You're quite influential in this city. Valid evidence. On the day of the investigation, a servant who claims to have served in that mansion comes to you. He divulges certain secrets in you and provides you with an irrefutable piece of evidence, asking only that you are the one who can give justice to the young woman who perished there. For the culprit behind all this is in fact the well-respected judge. Come across a rumor there are riots outside the city and a noble lady is caught by vagrants. You try to stop the attackers, but it is clear that they are no ordinary vagrants. Though their clothes are torn and their faces are covered with dirt, you note how well built they are. They've even trimmed their beards. You prepare yourself for a tough fight. Easy peasy. Their force is nothing compared to yours. You easily drive them away. A hand lifts the carriage curtain, revealing a pale face. The lady does not look as frightened as you imagined. Clutching her sleeves tightly, she gives you a gentle nod in gratitude. I'm Fortuna, she says. She studies you for a moment, then recognition flickers in her gaze. The one who plays the Sultan's game. Her speech is measured, thoughtful. She knows where the villains have fled. They have taken over a noble estate. If you remove this thorn from her side, she will pay you handsomely. Besides, is this not a fine opportunity to rid yourself of a Sultan card? You nod in agreement. Clearly, helping a helpless lady may yield far more than coin. Hey, we got some money. Alright, managing the estate. Heck yeah. Now we're talking. More money. Okay. Alright, and yeah. Alright, oh man. Alright, and bought Book of Kings. Oh. Yeah, we weren't able to convince. A noble presents the Sultan with a strange beast. It has the head of a deer, the body of a leopard, and the tail of a pheasant. The Sultan's very intrigued by the creature and asks you how to interpret it. It is a deception, my lord. Well, the noble was unaware. You step forward and grab the antlers, shaking them vigorously. The seams of the leopard body split, and the monstrosity collapsed into several pieces. The noble stared at the floor, pale and speechless. The Sultan lazily waved a finger, and the guards dragged the poor soul, who had hoped to win the monarch's favor out. Courtiers whispered, incredulous, and even the scammer himself at your audacity. Your daring act became a favorite tale among the common folk for quite some time. Notoriety. 2 days later, you heard the nobleman who was arrested for embezzlement was exonerated. His name was Jawad, and he was known far and wide for his greed and stinginess. Began to worry about whether the promised money would actually arrive. Your recent activities have caught the interest of a beautiful noblewoman. She insists that you come to her house to discuss important matters. Vanity. Vanity has a beard. A playboy who spends his days in the House of Delights hears about your predicament from his lover and wanting to alleviate his boredom comes to find you. Then, an interesting incident has appeared. Grand game. Alright. Prevent the ritual grand game from producing slander for 7 consecutive days. Okay. Awesome. Now, we got Vanity. We got the real culprit. An interesting incident. Raiders hideout. Alright, we got 10 days on private meeting here. You have solid evidence that legal officials committed crime. This also leverage can use control, make them work for you. Okay. Ah. Well. I think we're going to send ourselves to the private meeting here. Okay, mansion isolated from the bustle. City stands in silence and feels like no man's land. Beneath eaves and tree shadows, Nafal sits alone reading, no servants by his side. Salt will vary depending on the Sultan guard you place. Can choose not to place any Sultan cards, converse with him as equals. Yeah. I could do Bloodshed. I do not wish to do Bloodshed here. Raiders hideout. Following Fatuna's directions, you come to a noble winery, a winery that looks very peaceful. Is this the attacker's lair? Perhaps. You look at Fatuna. This is clearly a property dispute between nobles, but in the Sultan's game, you can do whatever you want. Conquest card can justify your intervention. Okay. Well, let's shuffle everything up here. Of squares and circles here. What is this? Okay. Readers can improve yourself, so develop a habit of reading. 3 wisdom to read it. +2 wisdom. Yeah, she doesn't actually need wisdom here. But also, I need to send... Oh. We're fine not going. Yeah, there's no opposition right now. Lizzie, the administrator in charge of all the palace affairs, particularly records every detail of someone's life, takes great pride in his work. Ansuya. Tribe once implored to the Sultan for protection from its neighbors' raids. Sultan graciously received this gift of a princess and deployed his iron army to march on the tribe, conquering it for the neighbors' good. Princess who lost everything saw through the Sultan's capriciousness and never would again place her hopes in him. The Sultan soon tired of his frigid consort. She is forgotten in a quiet corner of the arm. In silence she wilts. I see. Yeah, we can't send you guys here. Honestly, I feel like Maggie needs more wisdom here. And then managing the estate, you're really good at this. Interesting incident. Or let Maggie do it. Alright. The bounty of the most gorgeous swordsman in the capital and the most adept user of his other sword. I see. Come nighttime callings, knocks on your door. You don't know what he intends to do. Surely he didn't just come to mock himself. Okay. I don't know about introducing him with my wife. We do have a ton of money here. Exaggerated pauldrons worn by the cavalry and honor guards. Particular trains required to maintain balance in them. Flail. Sinister mechanism works by ejecting the hammerhead, linked by chains and handle, capable of severe damage. Full armor. Wearing it, you'll fear nothing. Just mind your eyes and knees. Oh, that's a lot of coins. Brass knuckles slightly rusted, barely usable as a weapon. I like this sociability boost here. Oh, and this is charisma, stealth, and survival. Every princess of the Lost Kingdom would receive a curved dagger upon her coming of age. If her purity is ever under threat, she should use it to end her own life. Truth remains that it's mostly used to pierce the offender's throat. Yeah, I kind of want both of these here. Yeah. Alright. Purchase successful. Purchase successful. And you add stealth and survival here. Perfect. You're kind of a badass. Yeah, we'll give you the winged pauldron. Good piety. Devotion to true faith can be used to upgrade convictions. Okay. Priest and cultist will judge or any other follower to perform this ritual. Murderer's bead or sacred relic from the temple complete the ritual. Honestly, yeah, white honey amber. Let's exercise the spirits here. Okay, real culprits. We'll get to that later. Okay, we could do another book here, though. Book of Kings. What is you? Thing is in the book, provide you understand. Book of Kings has appeared. Wisdom, sociability. Land remembers its marks. To avoid unwanted attention, some names have been blotted out. For reading this book, plus one wisdom, plus one sociability. Yeah. We'll do that. And let's see here. Zaki. Oh, yeah, we've seen him before. Do we want to go there? Do we want to try to make more money? Okay. Sense of happiness. No. Can't do anything with that. I feel like we continue to do the bookstore stuff. Yeah. Alright. Let's end the day here. Restless wraiths remain trapped in the world, endlessly wailing and weeping. Holy relic purifies souls. Death, too, is a gift from God. But then why is this resentment, this refusal to return to him? In the blinding light emitted by the relic, all the lingering souls are silenced and unmade. As for sins, they are for gods to judge and punish. Insight +1. This mansion, isolated from the bustle of the city, stands in silence that feels like no man's land. Beneath the eaves and tree shelves, Nafal sits alone reading, no servants by his side. Your arrival does not surprise him. He simply nods at you. He leads you in and proceeds to speak. This is a disaster. Pouring you a mint-infused tea, his voice is low and certain. I don't want to be dragged into a whirlpool of fear and distrust. A life worse than death, especially you, Arzu. To survive this scheme, you'll betray your own morals, killing friends, squandering fortune, trampling faraway lands, disheartening your very life. Yet when the game is over, what will you have? The title of Vizier? We both know the Sultan has no need for a wise courtier. Pushing the cup towards you, Nafal adds in a hushed tone. Don't you want to end this game early? Do you have a plan? You ask involuntarily. Should we sever the roots of this calamity? You mean the Sultan? Wait, you're plotting regicide? Despite your candid words, Nafal calmly and earnestly nods. It's not easy, but it's our only respite from the Sultan's rule. Speechless for a time, you finally question, how do you plan to do it? It's not I, but us, maybe even you. Only you have the hope to achieve it, given the powers the Sultan has bestowed upon you. Fall explains, we need an army, a means to open the city gates, and a chance to seize the Sultan's magic ring. He articulates the plan in thorough detail, his gaze steady. Feels just like the whole plan is haunting his mind for times immemorable. You suddenly recall your first meeting with him many years ago, when he was just a cynical, headstrong youth who repeatedly faced rejection yet refused to temper his approach. Gradually, Nafal's household grew increasingly isolated, with no one willing to associate with him. You often heard colleagues complaining about him at feasts and mocking him, until eventually they stopped mentioning him altogether. No one could change the Sultan or his rule. Without this voice of opposition, the court was left with only the same terrible unspoken silence. You don't know when he became completely disillusioned with the Sultan, when he began to concoct this almost impossible plan. You can see that what is hidden in his dark eyes looking at you at this moment is surprisingly hopeful. Huh. Oh, what a word. But why? Why do you tell me these? Don't you think I will report it to the Sultan? You have a chance to use these cards to me, don't you? Nafal gives a wry smile, speaks frankly. I was merely gambling on the idea. You had not yet submitted to the game. As such, you discuss some details until the moon rises. Paul waves a goodbye to you, his words lingering guilt. I'm sorry, I can't help you in public, lest I bid a steadfast investigation into us. Should you need something, send someone towards me to make an arrangement here. You nod in understanding, and so, under the moonlight night, a hidden covenant is signed as your hands are clasped. Perhaps it is from this night that the path of destiny begins to turn to another ending. Frenemies. Intent to rebel. Cartographer Minar brings you her latest discovery. Tracks, faint but unmistakable, hinting at uncharted oasis. She found the signs too late. Her supplies were already spent. You could go no further. Regret and excitement war in her voice as she urges you to sponsor or even join her expedition. She swears the rewards will surpass your wildest imaginings. Oh, I got 14 or 15 dice in these vast expanses. Can you find the tracks covered by wind and sand? Easy. Your sponsorship compensates for last shortcoming. Just when despair threatens to take hold, a glint of green emerges on the horizon. You'd mistake it for mirage if not for the distant murmur of water. It is a miracle. Minar clings to you in exhilaration before breaking away, racing towards the unknown oasis. A small clan dwells here. They welcome you with open arms, offering their strongest spirits and their finest lambs. You return home with laughter in your throat and blessings at your back. Before long, the tale of your journey spreads across the city. Renowned, no chartered oasis. So he's got some more physique. Oh, Minar no longer opposes me. Okay. People are still willing to come under your roof and share words, promises, opportunities. Not a word, shared, handshake. Yep. Alright, there we go. Money. Alright. Okay, we got an extra coin. Okay. Alright. Yep, and we didn't have to worry that time. Behind the veil of sand. Okay. No, nothing. That's fine. Okay, reading. I'm inspired. 2 wisdom. Okay. And she got wisdom and sociability. Hollis Land remembers his monarchs. To avoid unwanted attention, some names have been blotted out. Marin is thoughtful. When you caress the cold cards again in the dead of night, Maggie walks softly behind you with a lamp, gently massaging your aching temples. Come to bed, dear. She takes your hand, kisses it lightly, naturally making you set the card aside, then softly says, perhaps tomorrow we could ask the priests. They might know how to banish the magic from this card. Maggie follows the immaculate purity, or rather, the city's largest temple, worships this ancient and powerful deity. But to make a god, to make such a being notice this game, your mental lake ripples slightly. Perhaps they could truly help you. But you can't shake the feeling this will bring unexpected trouble. Yes, let's go together. You no longer want to be pushed by such cruel game rules, no longer want to betray your conscience repeatedly for 7-day cycles. You hold Maggie's soft hand, nodding. All right. You stand embracing your wife. If the priest can truly end this cruel game, nothing could be better. Maggie comes to you with her dowry female slave, and now, hoping you can spare a few minutes of your time for this girl. And now kneels and recounts a dream that has troubled her for a long while. In the dream, she stands inside a sturdy house, warm and safe. Then suddenly she realizes she is also in the wilderness, meaning she is in two places at once. There are wolves in the wilderness, and she knows they are approaching. So she wonders if she opens the door to hide in the house, will she also bring in the wolves, endangering the one inside? Dreaming, she stands at the house's door, shivering until she wakes. How should one interpret this dream? So you leave here, you'll be in danger. You crave freedom, even if it involves risks. You told her that in this dream, the self within a safe house represents the surface ego, while the one in the wilderness symbolizes her subconscious. She clearly understands the current situation and ensures survival without worries. And outside's filled with survival risks, that she still yearns for freedom. And Elle was frightened by your words, kneeling on the ground, repeatedly swearing she didn't want to leave your residence. She clung to your wife's leg, asking her to convince you together. Took some time before you calmed this loyal female slave down. Oh, it's fine and all. You can head on out. She's a little cutie. She did just fine out on her own. Main card, intuition, and she's kind of a badass. Oh, Aziz has things to say. Okay. So what do you guys say, bud? Passing by the slave's banquet, you notice the meal box in Aziz's hand seems a bit special. It's not the style you provide for the slaves, but a meal box made from hollowed out white stone. Seeing you notice him, Aziz stands up slowly and greets you. If you will allow, I could introduce my meal box master. He tells you it's made from a kind of refractory stone used for fixing stoves. It cools food slower when stored, making it taste better, and if you store leftovers inside covered, they keep longer. You take the meal box and scrutinize it. Although it's covered in indelible grease stains, the metal box indeed has a unique feel to it. It's a good thing. Could you make more? You ask him if more lunchboxes could be made if materials were available. Aziz pondered slowly and then nodded. You summoned the house servant in charge of the storeroom, provided Aziz with some materials. Still focusing on making lunchboxes meant Aziz would not be able to do any other work. Many stone lunchboxes has appeared. Change of destiny. Ooh. Many stone lunchboxes. Work like a devil. Lunchboxes look very practical. You want more. Aziz has no objection to his master's decision, though this will take a lot of his time. That's fine, Aziz. You got this, bud. 8 turns. You got this, bud. Change of destiny. Sultan has an army, powerful magic ring, and he himself is said to be an almost invincible warrior. You certainly need a strong army, swords, and magic to oppose him. Then the old dynasty created new ones. Such tasks must always be achieved by convictions. You need a conviction or conquest card no less than gold tier. And you find ways to collect or upgrade these convictions that can oppose the Sultan. Worst case, you can use the gold conquest card to challenge the Sultan. Choose your convictions carefully, as these will become the foundation of your future and cannot be changed. Okay. Intent to rebel. Collect 3 intents to rebel, maybe then. I'm the Veil of Sands. Everything in this book, provided you understand it, event behind the yellow sands has appeared. Tale of a Pilgrim's Journey Through the Desert. First time reading this book grants you wisdom +1. Reading it triggers the Boundless Sands adventure. Okay. Oh, we don't have any people opposing us here. Alright. I want to get rid of slander, but... Okay. Yeah, we might do this here. Send Lumera. kill the culprit? No. Blackmail into doing bidding. Murder. He handles lawsuits between commoners. Many respect him, but more fear him. Old judge. Actually seems pretty good. And valid evidence. Okay. Hope for exoneration. Bring the money here. Okay. Interesting incident. Well, wife, go meet this guy. I don't like it. But we're gonna go do it. Managing the estate. Yep. You continue doing that. Wisdom +1 here. Actually, I think getting you to Wisdom 2 is going to let you read more books. Yeah. Charted Oasis. Think me things. Oasis you and Minal discovered. Its coordinates now clearly marked on Minal's map. Residents of the area you're trading. Placing the card managing a estate will yield additional gains. Okay. Sweep out here. Alright. Let's see what that gives us. Yeah, you can go to the bookstore here. Buy more books. Alright, we still got plenty of days left. Frenemies, gain the trust and fall in the ritual. Private meeting. Story Courtier worked with his enemy to launch Grand Rebellion. You already have too many followers. Don't want to be one of them. Contrary, you need someone who can oppose you, who can remind you and correct your path. I'll be that person until you no longer need me. Until you would rather kill me. Okay. Let's end the day. Alright, plan to bring a small gift to try to subtly prove the Sultan's opinion on the unfortunate soul who dared to confront him openly and ended up in prison, still unable to escape. You respectfully offered coins to Sultan. Sultan rubs the coins you offered, seemingly recalling the person you mentioned. I remember now. I was saving him for a suitable Bloodshed card. A cruel smile tugs at Sultan's lips, then he waves his hand dismissively. Lucky him, you are playing this game now. You get to decide. You prostrate before the Sultan, feeling a sense of shared hardship and relief. Thankfully, the Sultan was already over with the game when you jumped out to rebuke him. You have solid evidence that the legal officials committed a crime, and this is the leverage you can use to control him and make him work for you. Make him an asset. Merc cries bitterly before the evidence you show him, begging for your forgiveness. His old eyes are filled with disbelief, rancor, and fear. But as you expected, there's not a trace of remorse, which is just fine. You need no remorse. You need his submission. Yes! Serve me. We need allies. The judge bows his trembling head and tells you that all you wanted to know, from what the evil ritual in the mansion is meant to achieve and whereabouts the occultist who could preside over the ritual. We got follower, 5 support. Okay. Navani, the most gorgeous swordsman in the capital and the most adept user of his other sword, came nighttime callings, knocks on your door. You don't know what he intends to do. Surely he didn't just come to mock himself. Unlike the rumored frivolity, he was courteous and graceful in his every move, of course. These are all told to you by your wife afterwards. You can see she highly approves of the man. Oh, I don't like this. You can see she highly approves of the man, even needing her to tiptoe over words to avoid giving you any bad impressions. That's not important. Okay, opposition -1, support +1, follower. The key point is that as an excellent swordsman, Navani impresses sympathy for your plight and is willing to lend a helping hand whenever you need it. People are still willing to come under your roof and share words, promises, and opportunities. Alright. Okay. Clicking coins makes you smile. Your improvements to the house are modest. Start trading with a new oasis. Kind hospitable herdsman willing to establish contact with you. Increasingly, you've been gazing at the Sultan's card. Yep. Alright. Grand game. Okay. Nothing bad happens. And Angler. Game of Marbles. Hey, there we go. Discuss some topics from the book. We gain tactics. Okay. Reading. Learned wisdom. Discover secrets of endless yellow sands. Perhaps to ask you not to drive her away to prove her value, and I'll serve you a plate of ruby-like pomegranate syrup with crushed ice from the ice house. She mixed the ice into the syrup and then kneeled to present it to you. One bite, the sweet scent of pomegranate permeated your heart. With your praise, she withdrew happily, seeming no longer bothered by the drink. When Nolan left, your wife told you that Nolan was a house-born slave born at her home. Slave since her grandparents' generation, never experiencing the life of a free person or considered buying her freedom. Simple-minded girl, great at cooking, a bit too talkative, but has always served well. You nodded, strange thought causing some slight unease, but now that's the best you can do. Mystique card. You've been attacked by a lurking assassin. Event anomalous assailant has appeared. It's time to seek to worship the Immaculate Purity. Perfect opportunity to visit the priest. Event seeking order aid has appeared. Anonymous assassin. Okay. Let's shuffle everything here. We got 4 days on Bloodshed here. We're gonna... Let's save here. Alright. You're attacked by a lurking assassin. Prepare for battle. What I need is survival and combat. Well, let's get some help with that. Blade of the Ancient Kingdom. I can't afford that. Yeah. This gives +1 combat. Okay. Does anyone have any? Oh, there's that guy. You're a noble. Yeah, and you have support. Okay. Alright, 2 coins for the dagger. Alright, let's purchase that. Oh, I can't put on... No, I can't. No, I can't put on the dagger. Okay. I could carry gold. Intuition. Yeah. That seems pretty good. It's got 2 rerolls too. Alright. Can go yourself or let Maggie go. On the holy day of worship, sacred waters cascade over polished temple stones, flowing past the bare feet and prostrate hands of the faithful. Priests of the purists stand within the temple's depths among soaring white pillars, beneath the azure canopy of heaven and purifying sunlight, their gold dust skin shimmering with subtle radiance. Come on, priests serve God since childhood, might even the most unyielding devotion to conceal fractures. Okay. Yeah, Maggie, this is your job here. Okay. Send somebody here to go.
Hi.
No, actually, I think we just go ahead. Sultan's forgiveness. Sultan has forgiven the noble's offense. Yeah, that's what we put there. Okay. Managing the estate. You're doing a bang-up job here. Put white amber honey there. We'll put the charted oasis. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this is a whole expedition. According to ancient maps passed down through Jabal's family, there's fertile oasis in the middle of the Great Desert, untouched by civilization. Venture deeper into the unknown, it's necessary to stop by the oasis with lush forest and gentle lake for supply. Yeah. No thank you right now. Oh, we got a lot of opposition here. Honey, it's rare to see you here. I could bring money with. It's all my money. Take 3 gold with us. You know, I'm interested here if we take 1 gold coin. Alright. Game of marbles. What is he? Okay. Wisdom and Magic. Fantasy novel about meritocratic nation. The only measurement of merits how one plays marbles. If everyone plays, the higher one climbs. You remember playing marbles as a child. After reading this book, you gain magic +1, wisdom +1. Well, our wizard here. Yep, you're gonna keep building up that magic score here. Trace of black magic. Nothing. Let's see here. Send somebody to the bookstore. You're a noble. Okay. I didn't realize you were a noble. You can actually go to the bathhouse. Okay. See, being in my team is not so bad, bud. Okay, let's see if we can get making some money here. That hunting game has beer. Came a good idea to make money. Okay, survival.
Hi.
You got 2. You got 1.
Hi.
That's survival. Yeah, Almond. Yeah, that's fine. You gonna do anything cool? No. How about we do Mystique here? Performing at a feast. Okay. Charisma. Yeah, I'm not gonna use my green Mystique card. Okay. I have 1 redraw. Yeah. I don't need that right now. Let's end the day here. Alright, using the bathhouse. Alright. Tactics. Alright, managing the estate. Wow. Alright. Start creating a new oasis. Got an extra coin. Oh, several friends from your old school gather at your home. After a few drinks, you all discuss the topic that has sparked debates back then. What distinguishes humans from animals? The soul, intellect, body, or divinity? Soul, intellect, body, divinity. I think animals have soul. Intellect. Of course, it's intellect. Even those who have lost their soul are still human. Those with physical impairments are still human. The primitive people who have never encountered divinity are certainly human. Only intellect distinguishes humans from animals. You eloquently discuss these perspectives, convincing everyone. They all raise glasses to toast your eternal wisdom. Okay. Grand game. Wait, what? I was there. Influence +1. Okay. Lucky Sultan did not get angry today. Sending someone there is at least one benefit. You can receive useful intelligence real time. Sultan gratefully accepted your offering. Your humility didn't conclude the scheme. You realize perhaps these things need to be placed in more useful areas. Walking in Sultan's palace feels like breaking through cobwebs. Okay, prison. You inform the guard of the Sultan's forgiveness. The guard opened the cell door. The tortured prisoner had no strength to say anything to you. Fearing the Sultan might change his mind, the prisoner's mother, after expressing endless gratitude toward you, hurriedly took her son away. Anonymous assailant. Attacked by a lurking assassin. Prepare for battle. Need to unleash your potential to avoid this assassination. Okay, that's fine. One is dodge his first attack. Blade grazes your waist, reflecting the ghostly blue moonlight. This is a poison-coated dagger. Having missed the first strike, the assassin turns to flee, and you do not pursue. He's simply a tool, but who wants you dead? What secret have you uncovered lately? On the holy day of worship, sacred waters cascade over polished temple stones, flowing past the bare feet and prostrate hands of the faithful. The priests of the Bureau stand within the temple's depths, among soaring white pillars beneath the azure canopy of heaven in purifying sunlight, their gold-dusted skin shimmering with subtle radiance. Iman serves as high priest of the purest order, yet surprisingly bears a countenance lacking compassion, cold, even detached. He accepts the Sultan card you present, closes his eyes in prolonged silence, and shakes his head. I cannot destroy this. Returning the card, he meticulously cleanses his fingers with spring water dripping from the columns, as though contaminated by utter filth. If you seek a blessing or confession, I stand ready to assist. His tone remains formal, yet his gaze holds such profound tranquility. You cannot determine whether his reluctance stems from lack of incentive or genuine inability, plus an insight. Game of Marbles. Fantasy novel about a meritocratic nation where the only measurement of merit is how well one plays marbles. Where one plays, there one climbs. You remember playing marbles as a child. Mayor's thoughtful. Hunting game. Successful hunt not only brings you prey, but also prestige and connections. Draw the bowstring, hold your breath. Alright, greater the game. Hard to say what these small animals are, but at least it's not a wasted trip. Okay, performing at the fees. Hey! Get some valuable information and a coin. She seems to want your attention. Put her into me things. Your deeds gain true faith favor. Pray. Miracles may arise. Event. A miracle and restoration has appeared. Believer. Story of man is kind of certain of great fame, many followers. Miracle at restoration. House occupied by vagrants. Mysterious assistance. Foreign merchant. Okay, let's sort everything out. Alright, Limero, what do you want? Genius girl loves to read with immense potential. Found Limero sitting idly in your study with some books scattered around. Seeing you, she looked at you with clear eyes and said, Master, I noticed the books here are about very grand and significant events, but there's nothing about ordinary people, about slaves, servants, or vendors. Why is that? The writers were narrow-minded. You told her that the scribes of the Empire had a narrow perspective, focusing only on the highest glories and hardly noticing the insignificant people. If she wanted such a book, she would have to write it herself. She widened her eyes, then nodded heavily. Notoriety +1. Okay. Notoriety, not a bad thing. Okay. Let's see here. We're not going to do Boundless Sands. Foreign Merchant. What do you got here? Charisma and Magic. 5 coins for that. Shield blinded eyes. Bronze shield bearing a warrior's face, said to be a figure of tribal legends. Eyes are damaged. Perhaps he could not bear witnessing the subjugation of people. Tribal relic. Treasures left by tribes destroyed by the Sultan. Dreamer's necklace. Tribe seer would search for water sources and oases in dreams. One day she saw the Sultan's empire. Okay, there's nothing we got of significance here. That is really interesting there. Combat and survival. I might just do this one though. Yeah, I guess you go collect the lease here. Foreign merchant brides rent a vacant shop. Purchase successful. 1 gold rent. Alright. Mantle of Forgotten Gods. Charisma and Magic. Actually, hold on. You have 5 magic. Yeah, this gets you to the same level of magic. Oops, not Numera. Numera. There we go. Okay. Raider's Hideout. You have to handle this yourself. Miracle and Restoration. Where you walk in goodness, you see the current of evil. You feel the evil thoughts and strands of depravity spread out by the cards in your hands. Every good deed you stick to tears apart those strands in the connection to this corrupt world. But weakens the Sultan card itself and a great evil pervading this world. Unfortunately, the bloody countdown still haunts you, threatens you, tempts you, make you fall into injustice. You're so exhausted, having persisted until now. Perhaps only God can give you some guidance. Can reset the remaining time of a Sultan card? I'm not gonna waste that. I am not gonna waste that. Alright, you continue to run this there. Yeah. Your thoughts. Nothing exists here. This is purity. Remember the conviction of true faith. The righteous path needs no proselytizing from you, but after accumulating 3 pieties, you can upgrade the true faith through me things. Begin examining your devotion. Event pieties examination has appeared. You must regularly examine yourself by seeking the God's voice within. You have 3 marks of faith here to advance conviction. Okay. House occupied by vagrants. You overhear a noble in the bathhouse complaining, intentionally or not, about how his house outside the city has been occupied by a group of cunning vagrants. Yeah, okay. I thought that went away. A steamy mist makes everyone laugh, dismissing it as a joke, because everyone knows that if you were willing to spend some money to hire a few mercenaries, the problem could easily be solved. He hasn't done that. Perhaps he knows you've been chosen by the Sultan. You are the one in the city who likes most, or rather needs to meddle in other people's business. Intervening the villains, most be in prison in the Sultan's jail. Okay. Leader of the vagrants. With her messy hair, crooked teeth, lack of sophistication, one could argue she's nowhere near conventionally attractive, but her crooked smile and masonry makes one overlook these flaws. Wow, she's cute. What do we do? I have to handle that myself. Mysterious assistance. Tiring day is about to end as you walk through the shadows of Sultan's palace walls, ready to return home. One white blocks your way. Snow white linen covers her face, while her bony hands and flowing silver eyes appear even paler. Piercing eyes in the dark. Do you need help? She asks with slight appreciation. It's what you deserve. Where she's camouflaging as mortal at her identity. You see a sacred power when you raise such a request. Do nothing. Do nothing. Gold intelligence. Do nothing. Okay. Do nothing. Okay. Do nothing. Alright. Let's see here. Let's get you upgraded here to help improve attributes. Or actually, we want to go with Mara. Yeah, we'll improve your attributes. Delicate gold earrings. 5 gold for that. Charisma and sociability. Yeah, give me that. Alright. So she's already got some, so let's put it on me. And then this can go on Megan. There we go. Send elite followers. That's not on a timer. Let's attend this in person. I have to go here with something here. Well, she might be the target of our bloodshed. We'll see. I hate to do it. Here, you go to the bathhouse. Okay, gather 3 marks of faith to advance conviction. don't know. Raider side out. Okay. Following Fatuna's directions, you come to a noble winery. A winery that looks very peaceful. Is this the attacker's lair? Perhaps. You look at Fatuna. It's clearly a property dispute between nobles, but in the Sultan's game, you can do whatever you want. Okay. You got a ton of combat. We could bring some intelligence, huh? Yeah, I guess we take... Ooh, we can actually upgrade that, I think. Take an intuition card. Okay. Yeah, let's examine this. Alright, Palace Affairs. Serving the Sultan dispute governing the country, one's foundation dues and nobles now just no way to profiteer. Noble required. Okay. So this is sociability. Don't know if I have sociability here. Throw Mystique in. Yeah. We'll do that. Let's check tactics here. Alright, performing at the feast. Okay, you have 2. You have 2. I don't think I need to use a reroll here. And bookstore. Ooh, Amani. Words of divine are laws. Amani's their interpreter. Each morning she preaches to her flock. With each hymn and prayer, her path goes clearer, her resolve unshaken. She believes in the truth of her words, for who could be close to the vast and awe? Inspiring presence, one who lives and breathes its guidance. Theologian. Okay. Let's end the day, shall we? Alright, following Fatuna's directions, you come to a noble winery. A winery that looks very peaceful. Is it the attacker's lair? Perhaps. You look at Fatuna. Clearly property dispute between nobles, but in the Sultan's game, you can do whatever you want. You attack the estate. Absolutely destroy. The guards here clearly lack proper training. Easy fight. Fatuna stands by the corpse of the guards, as if she was enduring something. She also... but also like she's let go of something. Eventually, she just shakes her head and smiles faintly. Thank you, she says, and hands you a large sum of money as promised. Tuna's grateful for your help. Oh, support? Charisma. You now have her support. Price of recklessness. Word spread quickly, however, of a rogue lane claimed a vineyard that never was his. No one cares for your reasons, and nobody really care only that the estates are no longer safe. What was seized once may be seized again. Their complaints against your unjust actions reach the court. Notoriety, last one. Vacant mansion. Warm flow of water soothes your tense nerves in these moments of fatigue and relaxation. Oh yeah, okay. Yep. Oh, come on. Just ordinary bath. Okay, managing the estate. That's fine. Small amount of gold. Okay. Trading the oasis. Your neighbor, a fool who always competes you, beats his own wife's face just to warn her not to talk to someone like you. Man who commits adultery with women using magician cards. Exactly you describe beat 'em up, ignore 'em, just women. Just women? You don't understand me well enough, friend. Now we have a chance to deepen our understanding of each other. If Event as you wish has a beard. Alright. Angler. Okay, buying books. Madam's gold slippers. And nothing. Tiring day is about to end as you walk through the shadows of Sultan's palace. Woman in white blocks your way. Okay, oh yeah. But she's camouflaging as mortal to hide her identity or MC as psychic power when you raise a request. But Lumera can be more helpful. Next day, Lumera came to your house telling you she has a strange dream. Details are unclear, but it's a pleasant, auspicious dream. It's about you. She's got some combat and some survival. Serving the Sultan, settling disputes, governing the country. Once the foundation dues nobles, now just another way to profiteer. There you go. Reprimands, praises, weaving language traps. Some cool light bluribes. You can't remember who handed them to you or when. Okay. There we go. Gathered some valuable information. Mystique and gold coin. Now that the news of discovery and new oasis has spread, who will decide what to do with the land? Event Undertow has appeared. Returning from hunting, you accidentally discovered a wounded white rhino resting by the river. What should you do? Event Injured white rhino has appeared. Your notoriety spread amongst people, attracting followers. You can construct a guest house. Event Construct a guest house has appeared. Brought somehow got wind in visits, proposing to see the insulating and preserving stone lunchbox you have. I've seen something similar among the desert tribes in the west, Brought muses, stroking his chin. They believe demons alter things written in ink, so all their writing is carved on specially made stone slabs. Even there, children must learn stone masonry before they can learn to write. I'm straying off topic anyway. The skillful hollowing of the stone is quite good, complete with a lid better than what I've seen. Caravans traveling long distance would need this sort of thing. How many do you have? I want them all. That lunchbox business has appeared. I love it. Construct a guest house. Undertow. Plainly dressed man angrily blocks your path. You remember him as the young prisoner you rescued from jail for speaking against the Sultan. During his time out of prison, he has figured out the current situation. You've become a player of the Sultan's game. How can you do this? He appears deeply disappointed. I never thought I was rescued by someone like you. I'd rather go to prison and wait for that bloodshed card pointed at me. Ha! It's absurd. I'm not like the Sultan. You patiently explained to him you're not like the cruel Sultan. Moreover, it was because you criticized the Sultan that you ended up in this predicament. You're the same kind of person as he is. The young man's eyes are still full of vigilance and scrutiny. Really? Then you underestimate the power of this game. Let's see how low you will sink. This is all my money. Take it back. We owe each other nothing. You look at the pitifully few gold coins he's left behind and smile helplessly. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, Maggie's got something. What's up, Maggie? Arming the wife. With your notoriety spreading throughout the capital, visitors to your home are no longer restricted to nobles and snake-summoning magicians. Muscle-flexing barbarians, purple-faced monks, thieves, smugglers, of course, none of them could win Maggie's affections. She always worried about home theft or felt these people eyed her with malice. Know this, Maggie isn't a timid woman. If you don't handle these matters, Maggie may have to handle them herself. Needs persuasion, sociability is to the wife. Failing check will generate wife's resentment. Is there anything we're out of time on? Okay. Charisma and sociability, huh? Alright. I don't want wife's resentment. Construct a guest house. Okay. Well, that can clear out an extravagance card. Undertow. Oasis discovered by you and the cartographer Minar seems to arouse the interest of Sultan. Shelly machinations are at work, pushing everything into the abyss, and you're powerless to stop them. You act preemptively ignore it, but in any case, nobody can change Sultan's mind. You can use a Conquest card, but interesting. Alright. What's Vacant Mansion do here? Keep it for now, surely useful in some cases. Vacant Mansion acquired after resolving the range dispute. Alright, we got this. 10 gold. For the Dark Alley Dwellers, guest means a role of slothful leisure, yet also a role of deathly commitments at a moment's behest. More often than not, it's the Syndicate's act of raising a group of idlers to boost morale. Yet among these people there exists a tacit code of honor and duty, enough to become your help. Considering your notoriety is long wafted through the Dark Alley, why not use some spare change to enlist some hands? This is fine. I think it's valuable to construct a guest house. Romance novel popular decades back about how a noble lady lost her slipper in order to seduce a young officer. How lavish for her. After reading this book, you gain charisma +1. Okay, everything is in the book, provided you understand it. Up her charisma here. You still need some physique. Yeah, Emma. I think you're gonna get this boost here. I want you to be a little bit more charismatic. Headless Dragon. Okay. Any testaments to bygone oaths? Okay, convictions of rebellion. We can do this, right? Yeah, that's gonna merge those together. Alright. Injured White Rhino. Dispatch a follower to hunt the White Rhino. Time is of the essence. The White Rhino might run away. Be fully prepared before you act. If you fail, the White Rhino will escape. You can avoid direct confrontation with the White Rhino by passing a stealth check. Go in person, you can place a Carnality card into it. I don't... Yeah. Alright. I don't like that. Alright, we'll add some stealth here. Intuition. Sure. Rely on stealth with your current physique and common abilities. There's no way you can match it. No, I'm pretty sure this is fine. Futile Charity. See a large crowd gathering in the market, and as you approach, you realize it's a false family distributing porridge support. Everyone gets a ladle, and children and women with children receive an extra ladle. Lines long. Paul stand upon the culture in his brow furrow. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay. I do not have any stone lunch boxes made yet. Managing the estate. Yes, my lord. neighbor, a fool who always competes you, beat his own wife's face just for not to talk to someone like you. A dirty bastard who a foreigner keeps with me uses sorceress cards. Since the mud has already been flowing, you decide to accept it. Last in a way that'll be a little different than you imagined. If you happen to have a Carnality card, you can announce the world you're indeed capable of such deeds. Oh my. I see. Wasn't where I was going with that, but alright. Let's see here. Okay. Ooh, survival +3. Those who dwell in the wilderness survive only by surrendering their fate to nature. Contains many recipes utilizing simplest ingredients. I've read in this book to gain survival +3. Yeah, actually, that would be really good here. Let's do that. Thing in book, provided you understand it. Yep. Give you that boost here. Alright, let's see. Day 18. We barely dealt with any Sultan cards. Yeah, let's go to the bookstore here. Oh, hi, it's you. Rescue the abused noble prisoner and restore his honor. Once more stole Sultan's court, flaunting his exceptional art of amassing wealth. Well, at least he likes me. Okay. We could, yeah, I think we're probably gonna kill our... Alright. End the turn here. People are still willing to come under your roof and share words, promises, opportunities, nod, word shared, handshake. Nobles need not labor to make a living. Whoa! Okay, 5. Yep. Angler. Oh, did I not put my... Didn't put the Oasis in there. Maybe we can't anymore. Valley of Serpents. Hey. We got Intuition. A white rhino near a lush watering hole wild, seemingly injured. Spot the white rhino. Plan to sneak closer, find its weakness. Alright. Cecily sneaks close again to white rhino without alerting it. Drinking at the riverside, long bleeding wound down its side. The wound seems deep, likely made by a sharp blade. You ponder. Well-aimed harpoon through the wound could slay it, while causing the least damage to the beautiful eye. You grip your harpoon, take aim at the white rhino's wound, and hurl it. Easy peasy. You succeeded. Thanks to your perfect physique and combat prowess, you thrust the harpoon right in the white rhino's wound. The rhino roars are deafening as it struggles madly, dashing across the fields, trying to shake off the painful blade, raising clouds of dust in its trail. At last it falls prone from blood loss, lifeless. To ensuring its death, you wipe the sweat from your brow and quickly take your bloody trophy before the hyenas are drawn. Okay. Sultan's not seen today. Alright, yeah, we created a tactics card. For the dark alley dwellers, guest... Yep, okay. Palace, place of food, water, and safety. Heavens, the people in the slums actually need you to spend money just so they can have a place like this, and they're even willing to risk their lives for it. You suddenly realize something feels off. Nolla's voice of praise begin to lose their luster. Alright. Spend some money, set up a new stall across from Nafal's porridge stand, offering freshly baked bread and fresh camel milk, quickly gathering a large number of refugees who couldn't stand in line there. Next day, many courtiers are nudged each other and inquired about the matter, and he openly said you just wanted to undermine Nafal, make him look bad. They laughed loudly and mocked Nafal's shabbiness. Nafal walked past them, seeming indifferent to it all. Your notoriety spreading throughout the capital. Visitors to your home are no longer restricted. Yeah, okay. Try to comfort your wife. Alright. Promise the carpet will be clean out. Soothing the wife indeed takes more effort than dealing with unruly toughs. At least you managed to do so. Okay. We got +1 charisma. Reading fiction, avoid connecting it to reality. Only makes experience less enjoyable. Okay, knowledge full of respect for pioneering spirit. We may no longer be punished by harsh nature. Sweet, please flee tonight. Awesome. Young nobleman has come to your door. Does he want something from you? Event the boy's request has appeared. Unreliable ally. Divine visits. Boy's request. Receive divine grace. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. Okay. Unreliable ally. Clearly in Nabani's imagination, the Sultan's game should be full of skirmish, sex, and scandals. His sword should be clanging steels, but the only clanging that echoed was the clanging of a counted gold coins, counting days after days after days. This obviously couldn't satisfy his relentless heart. Soon enough, he returned to his former life of debauchery. Perhaps once he's bored, he'll come back to check in if you're still alive now and again. Blaze around comes back to see you once a week. Only a female of charisma, fiber art can call him back to help you next time. Bottle wine may work too. Wait, perhaps using a Sultan's card? Using a different Sultan card leads to entirely different storylines. Cards don't always get broken immediately. Interesting. Zaki Fatuna's only son comes bearing thanks for saving his life and a personal request. Saving his mother and a personal request. Find someone to take him in. Well, let's do that. So I only got 7 coins right now. Do that. Zaki Fatuna's only son comes bearing thanks to saving his mother, personal request. Comes you and hopes he can fight like you did, protect his mother like you did. Ask for your tutelage. You're amused, you agree. Position, support, follower. Zaki hopes to learn martial arts from you to protect his mother. How should you train this young man? Martial arts instruction, investigation of crime, hunting practice. Martial arts instruction. Some experience to teach Zaki martial arts, you can do it yourself. Okay. Do that. We'll come back to this. It's not going away. Priest and Pure Sword can dispel evil and bestow blessings through specific incantations, making recipients increasingly devoted to the Immaculate. Curse removal requires 5 gold. Blessings require 10. Money collected by orders generally non-refundable. Each character may only receive 1 blessing. After activating a Glimpse of Divine and Fate Shop, this event triggers additional storylines. Only protagonists present can Sultan cards take effect, though non cards can be broken immediately. Oh. Sincerity. Interesting. Do not have sincerity. Oh. 5 gold. Jawad visits. Noble knocks on your door, smiling obsequiously. Now covered in gold and dressed in fine attire, it takes a moment to recognize him as prisoner you once saved, and he still owes you a reward. Soon you recall the assassination attempt you faced a few nights ago. Could it be him? Just for those few gold coins. This ungrateful miser. Maybe freeing him was a mistake. Oh, if you do not use a Bloodshed card, you can keep him as a follower. He's a noble, we need him. Alright. Yeah. Go meet him. Continue doing your thing here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, we don't have... the, Okay, we got this in progress. Yeah, the Oasis is not there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have a stack of other cards here. Alright. So... Yep. Born of a venerable bloodline, blessed with a frail husband, she's unafraid to be immodest, flitting through the court's glittering intrigues. She is a mass made monitors, few catch her favor, for who can truly sate her insatiable vanity? Well, she's renowned as her vanity is renowned as her charm. She sends a message suggesting you use a Sultan card on her. This way she can return being the center of palace gossip. The union process may gain immense pleasure. Well, you know, stabby stabby. Okay. Do I even have 5 charisma here? No, not yet. Let's see. What books do we have? Ooh, grants charisma +1 upon reading. First reading unlocks Viper Temple adventure. Okay, well, I know we need to get 5 charisma. Realm of the Serpent has appeared. Royal bloodlines are entwined, couple they devour each other. Toxicity thus flourishes. Okay. You can go to the bathhouse, my friend. Okay. White rhino skin. Smooth, supple, unblemished, white rhino skin, such qualities rare beyond measure. What this do? Nada. Got it. Guest house. These people will risk everything for you after enjoying your meal, at least until it's digested. Rogue. They'll serve you in exchange for food on table. A few meals is not enough to ensure undying loyalty. Followers can be strengthened by retainers in the guest house. Retainers are one-time use. They'll leave after events. Retainers of the guest house will change every 5 days. When your notoriety is 5 or higher, you can spend 5 coins to upgrade the guest house. They'll serve you in exchange for food on the table. Ah. Oh, swordsman. Interesting. Okay. Well. Undertow here. That's going on. Yeah, we'll come back to this. Let's see if we can get something to do here. Performing at Feast has a beard. Yeah, we'll do.
Hi.
Yeah, we'll send you charisma here. I don't think I want to spend any of my good cards on this. That's fine. Actually, I have more money than I thought here. Ooh. 5 coins. Well, first off, do this. Become a good idea to make money selling Lay Raspberry. Okay. Occasionally there are no jobs in the market. Not noble, but if you need more coins, play the Sultan's game. You're not super strong here. Okay. Well, you, my friend. Oh, there's Fatuna. Alright. Send you here to buy some bucks. Alright. Day 20. Alright. End day. Alright. Well, she excitedly grabs the shiny Sultan's card, admiring the magical flowing patterns. But why is there a picture of a woman taking her own life, she asks while undressing, revealing her body adorned with gold threads and embroidery. Because love breeds life, and death takes them. Ultimately, they are but two sides of the same coin, you exclaim, caressing her breast before the crimson nectar of life splurged from her chest, splattering on the knife's handle as you remove it from her. Now, I feel a little bit bad about it. But she was gonna disappear soon. Alright, what do we get here? Well, got a success, got some mystique. Alright, make that money, fantastic. Your neighbor's scholar complained your feast was too noisy, interrupting his creative flow and preventing him from finishing his great work. Oh. Cancel the feast. What could be more important in this world than academic research? It's just a few pause feasts after all. Nothing major. Our people quickly got used to no longer gathering under your roof. Influence -1. Alright. Sultan's not seen today. The Legend of the Thief. Alright. Struck a swag and the bounty's out having fun. Okay. Choose not to kill him. Jog pretends to be very grateful for everything you've done, swears to repay you in full. Looking at the grinning fat noble before you, although you still suspect his involvement in the recent assassination attempts a few days before, you need allies, so you warmly invite him to join you, which he gladly accepts. Promised gratitude fee wasn't short, but it wasn't as much as he boasts about. 10 gold, that's still good. Royal bloodlines intertwined, coupley devour each other, toxicity thus flourishes. Subtle taste. Shadows win our hearts, carve their own visages. Ah. Forgotten Sands. Viper Temple. Did the ancients construct these massive sculptures for sealing, guarding, or commemoration? Regardless, this merits adventure. Nobles or commoners performing fees. Yep. Okay. There we go. Gathered some tactics and gold coin. Okay. Alright. Earned some hard-earned money. 2 gold. Let's run away, says your wife. If we continue doing these horrible things, we'll all not be ourselves anymore. It's also a possibility, you ponder. Accept. You planned until late at night, listing all possibilities, necessary conditions to escape the Sultan's rule. None of these conditions are currently met. Such planning has given you hope. Prepare for escaping from Sultan's game. Wants toward your attention. Put him into me things. Recently discovered by chance every afternoon when it's less busy, the maids gather in the study around Lumera to listen to her read. The ink on the paper hasn't dried yet, seemingly as if Lumera wrote it herself. She smashed the water jug into the stone and milk flowed into the river, but she didn't feel any regret because it was given by her enemy. Honey given by the enemy is poison. Lumera read softly, her voice steady, her enunciation very clear. Apollos cursed the man who gave her the milk with anger. She said she would rather starve than live off the charity of one who killed her mother. The maids were engrossed, discussing Lumera's story animatedly, debating whether the protagonist should have smashed the milk jug, until the old slave girl reminded everyone that their master's lunch was about to start and they dispersed to work. Only then did Lumera notice you in the hallway. After kneeling to greet you, she nervously twists her robe and asks, "What do you think, Master? Should Apollos have kept the milk given by her enemy?" Shouldn't have kept it. You tell her that if she accepts the enemy's gift, she must question her own heart about whether she will still want to pursue revenge. Others also have milk, and you can live without drinking milk, but revenge? There is only one way to resolve it. She listens to your words and nods vigorously. While somewhat hesitant, she asks, "Can I still tell them stories?" You smile and promise. Notoriety +1. Nafal secretly sent a letter through someone, but its content was not confidential. In the letter, he thanked you for the generosity shown that day. No matter what, you had indeed done a good deed. However, he was still worried. Nafal told you he had to do such charity for years, but the number of people coming for porridge only increased. Kept pondering if everything he did was merely futile, or how to truly help the poor. At the end of the letter, he helplessly wrote that it was all just his self-questioning, not anticipating you could answer. Perhaps the question had no answer at all. Then, what do the poor really need as of here? Alright, what are you gonna give me? Bronze Carnality. Behold, there are two parts to every Sultan card. Carnality refers to the act, bronze is color tier, yeah. Alright. Well, bronze Carnality works. You don't have to be toys of the Sultan till end times. Find a haven unknown to the Sultan. Search for hidden paths to slip away quietly. If you can muster the resolve, you could escape this cruel game, those most beloved to you, those tightly tied by fate. Once the event starts, game will enter final countdown. Please prepare well. Avoid escaping multiple Sultan cards. Some of your reputations will convert in preparation time limit. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Wanderer. Construct a guest house. Alright, those who only dine with you once might be more reliable than so-called friends. See. Catching a Thief, Viper Temple, Famous Samar Brothers. What do the poor really need? Dilla's Challenge. Alright. Catching a Thief. As you step into the study, a dark figure scrambles out the window in panic. The other result in financial loss. You can send your followers to retrieve your wallet for you. Mark, he's just a kid. Alright. Need... Oh, let's check what Zaki wants first here. See a young person, great potential. Zaki came to see you, alone, thoughtfully asking if all good deeds are rewarded in turn. He looks a bit apprehensive, not knowing if he admired your kindness or pitied your suffering. Not necessarily, they certainly will. Not necessarily. Told the young man that when you do good deeds, you never expect a return from others, but that doesn't mean you don't need a return. He apologized for his dullness and hopes you could explain further. You don't have to repay my kindness. You should pass it on to others, and thus goodwill will ripple around us like a stone causing ripples on the water. In the end, these ripples always come back to me, not from you, not from him, perhaps not from anyone I know, because the world has changed because of our good deeds, and I will eventually benefit from it. He looks at you with wide eyes, and after a long time he knelt down before you, swearing to follow you for life. You could tell your words benefit him greatly. He's formed a bond of fate. Unbreakable bond. Oh, wow. That is awesome sauce. Do I have a bond of fate in my way? I do. sort everything out here. I got plenty of money for a change. Yeah, we don't have stacks of cards. Oh, we lost the blessing. That's fine. What do the poor really need? Thinking alone won't give you answers. You should listen to the voice of more people. Followers willing to share their views with you, but for others it will require some extra effort. Seek an answer, money is indispensable. You need to accumulate inkling tags for feudal charity before the countdown reaches 0. Countdown will proceed even if you do nothing. Ask as many different people or groups as possible. You might not always gain inkling each time. Feudal charity. Okay. The nobles. Okay. Okay, can't. I got it. Alright, send myself there. Catching a thief. She's actually really tough. Yeah, Maggie's gonna whoop him. You go, Magster. Tactics. Yep. Maggie don't play. Famous Samar brothers. We don't have a Conquest card. It's said the brothers Samar and Shamar who occupy this place are infamous and cruel highway robbers. One values life more than money, and the other values money more than life. If someone is unfortunate enough to encounter them together, they'll have neither money nor life. The security team warns passing caravans there are enough guards to avoid this stone arrow whenever possible. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Could add intuition here. Yeah. Do that. This isn't gonna disappear. Now, we'll send our wife there soon enough here. Okay, equipment merchant. Thief's cloak. I do want that, I think. Alright. Yeah. And this obviously goes on our boy Zephyr, who is all about that stealth life. Okay. You're alright. You continue to manage our estate here. Bathhouse. Yeah, you can come here. Do the thing. What is this? A woman dressed as a warrior blocks her way, aggressively demanding an explanation. Alright, as soon as she sees you, Adilla gives you an angry rant. That rhino was her prey. She's been tracking it for months, and when she finally managed to wound it, you swooped in and claimed the trophy. She's deeply upset. You try to talk to her, but she wants none of your excuses. She will solve this the warrior's way. She proposes a competition over a powerful lion outside the city. Whoever hunts down the prey first wins. If you lose, she wants you to return the white rhino skin to her. The family sword is in just the need of a beautiful rhino hide sheath. But if you win, she tilts her chin up, pride gleaming in her eyes. Clearly she finds that notion absurd. Then I shall acknowledge defeat. You may do with me as you wish. As you wish. You glance at the Sultan's card in your hand, perhaps. Well, I see. Yeah, let's examine this here. Can we have a good idea to make money? Dog eat dog. Heard about a group of criminal activity. Oh, by all means, you got the stealth for that. Let's do a tactics card here. Royal Library has a beard. Okay. Requires a wise person. Yeah. You can come here. Alright. And let's see here. You can go to the bookstore. So I think we want to continue to get books here. Money. Oh yeah, we've seen her before. Alright. Let's roll, right? Yeah. Undertow. Ace is discovered by you and your cartographer. Minar seems to arouse the interest of Sultan. Shouting machinations are work, pushing everything into the abyss. You're powerless to stop them. Do not take advantage of the situation. You wait in endless torment till the news reaches you. The Sultan's army fled and the oasis brought back endless wealth. Celebration, the Sultan's throwing a feast in his golden palace for all his courtiers. Amidst the festivities, spot Minar. His face bears a bitter smile. With an almost sobbing voice, she says, or her voice bears, did not know it would turn out this way. No one can fathom the Sultan's savagery. You're thrown back to that cold winter night of your adventure. It's as if you were again stranded on the empty moor, stalked by night predators, with only the two of you guarding the fire, huddling for war. How did I guess I needed a conquest card. Catching a thief. As you step in the study, a dark figure scrambles out the window in panic. Reroll, please. Run like a rabbit. Miggy returns in a fury. Kid clearly knows the local train well. Maybe he'll come back again. Alright. Whereabouts of the Mara brothers have been exposed. Capturing is not easy. Underestimate your enemies. Perhaps God's favor is not with you today. Red sunset face. The Mara brothers claim more like. No, hold on. No. Okay. No. That's. No. No. Leave. No. 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 Hey, oh, no. No. No, I just lost my best people. No. 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 Yes, I understand. Yeah. Okay. Can we? Yeah, great. Alright. Yeah, everything. The Flee a moment across through time, you seem to glimpse in two twisted shadows watching you. Insight +1. Okay. Absolutely not. Here, Maggie. Actually, Maggie is the best person to catch this thief. Yeah, intuition here. Do Legend of the Thief here. Thinking book, provide you understand event. Legend of the Thief has appeared. You know, Zaki, you can have... Oh, alright, fine. You can have this. Do you get caught by the High Constable then? No, don't tell me. I want to see for myself. Seer, Storyman has claimed you could delve into the depths of souls. 5 insight and sing a run. Alright. Need to also... Whoop. Day 21. Alright. Where am I gonna send you? You know what? Let's do the crocodile stuff. Build crocodile bond. Okay. 5 coins. Yeah, we'll do that. How about this secret? Can we get something for Zaki to do here? No? Well, I guess it is what it is. Do I have any books left for Zaki to work on here? How about Trace the Black Man? Oh. White Honey Amber Orb has appeared. The cursed one. I see. How about peering into darkness? Alright. Abduct your followers first. I see. Well, I guess, Zaki, you don't have anything to do, bud. Sorry. Alright. Alright. Do not take advantage of the situation. Well. Catching a thief. Yikes. There we go. Can't run far with shoes like these. When Maggie drags him back, the young pickpocket keeps cursing his shoes. If he had stolen your money sooner and gotten sturdy boots, you'd never have been caught. What's to do with this little rogue? He says his name is Samir, clearly belonging to a Dark Alley rogue group. There are countless such groups in Dark Alley. Okay, hold him to cancel the card, let him go. Let him go. I don't know. I don't like the sound of hold him to cancel the card. Cover the coin. As for the little thief, you scold him lightly. Tell him to come to the guest house for a meal if hunger strikes. Others won't be so lenient. Voice stalks off. Defiance in his eyes. You wonder how much your words sink in. We get 2 coin. Okay. Alright. Secret. Nice. Alright, well, not a great mansion. A little bit of gold. Strangely dressed itinerant monk claimed that you have connection to the gods he worships and wanted to give you an ancient statue. The statue had a serene and compassionate look, but you always felt something was off about it. Except the statue. Insight and infamy. For days you couldn't sleep well and felt groggy upon waking. Till one day you accidentally killed a servant. The blood calmed you down for a short time. You quickly asked someone to get rid of the strange statue, throwing it as far away as possible. But many people still think your excuse is just an excuse to cover up the crime. Insight and infamy. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Everybody's out having fun. Ooh, mystery and mysteries. Oh, 6 successes. Alright. Thinking alone won't give you the answer. You should listen to the voice of more people. Followers are willing to share their views with you, but as for others, it will require some extra effort. Talks to nobles. At banquet, you talk about your colleagues, eliciting a burst of laughter from them. Charity is a noble's way to flaunt their jewels, and the glimmer from those jewels can temporarily fill the poor stomachs. What do the nobles truly wish to feed the poor? If they did, the next time they want to show off how generous they are, wouldn't there be fewer poor clamoring for that bowl of porridge? It's what they think. This perspective ripples your mind. Truth. Dog eat dog. You heard about a group-related criminal activity. If you act quickly, you can take advantage of the chaos. Okay. I gathered some gold. Royal Library. Alright, Mystique. Alright. Learned some sneaky tricks. Yay, fish in our butt. Okay. Build a pool. It's always hungry. Crocodile eat anything you throw down. Exhibited. Build a special place in your collection to exhibit this item. Maid takes a great risk to ask for your help. Mistress of her lord, a tax collector, went back to her hometown with her child some time ago and never returned. After a brief investigation, her hometown people claimed they had never seen her. The official handling the case thus ruled the tax collector murdered her to get the dowry and fabricated her disappearance. But the maid insists her master would never do such a thing. He and his wife have always been very loving. She has heard you're a rare, kind noble, plucks up the courage to seek your help to find out the truth. Find out the truth. If what she says is true, then it's indeed suspicious. You can't bear to see an upright person wrong, so after contemplating for a moment, you promise the maid help find out the truth. Field investigation has appeared. You plan to open a guest house in the Dark Alley, haven for those who can help you despite their lowly status. Yet you hesitate. Who should manage it? The person must come from common stock, skilled at handling peddlers in the various classes of society. They need to cook well, as the guest house's greatest attractions, free meals. This person must be sufficiently loyal to you, otherwise it would be quite dangerous. And they must be clever and adaptable. Who knows what might happen in the Dark Alley? What about the cook from your territory? Hearing your concerns, Maggie thinks for a moment before suddenly suggesting, I believe his name is Habib. When we first married and you took me to tour your territory, I remember we once had an excellent meal. Because I praised how delicious the food was, you specifically called him out to commend him, and that's why I remember his name. You slap your forehead. Maggie's suggestion strikes true, so you send word to some Habib from your lands. He arrives tomorrow and your guest house opens its doors. Alright. Anyone who's ever killed a man knows it's easy to kill a man and it's hard to dump his body. Last for you, that's no problem at all. Workplace dispose of evidence for you. Lion King's Hunting Grounds. Trail of the Wolf King. Field investigation. Ownership of the winery. We got a lot of options here. Before I mess things up again, let's make sure to save. Alright. We got a gold quality book here. Everything in this book, provided you understand it. Then mysteries has appeared. Oh, +3 magic, at least 5 wisdom, 3 magic to read it. Yeah, please. You are going to be a powerful wizard. Alright, Days of Charity. Someone suggests you initiate a public relief effort, provide food for starving victims, not only filling stomachs and enhancing their renown. May has given you a lead. You begin your investigation. First, you must trace the path the tax collector's wife and child took on their journey home. Where did they go? Where did they vanish? And decide to send your people to walk the same road. Conduct a field investigation. This tracking investigation will last for 7 days. Please choose your investigators carefully. Failed, the investigation may be restarted. There's a possibility of alerting the culprit and losing the lead for good. Okay, who's got the best survival skill here? Two, 4. Let's see here. Thought I had intuition. Let's just give you a reroll here. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Okay. Let's famous Samar brothers here. Okay. Don't go looking for death. Yeah, we'll throw tactics in. Okay, managing the estate. You handle all this. Okay. Wolf King has emerged on the prairies, rumored to possess human-like wisdom. Whenever someone tries to hunt the Wolf King, it becomes aware and completely vanishes. Hunt fails, is likely the hunters to be surrounded by the wolf pack. Okay, we got Lion King's Hunting Grounds. Oh yeah. We'll do this soon enough here. Alright, ownership of the winery. Someone comes to your door claiming to be the owner of the vineyard you attacked today. He wants to talk. He does not appear to bear you ill will. Joab, this is your job. Alright. make some more money. Hunting game.
Hi.
Alright, that's fine. And Zaki, you go to the bookstore here. Alright. Seems good to me. Yeah. And day here. So the brothers Samar and Jamor occupy this place, are infamous and cruel highway robbers. Okay. Need 2 successes. Oh. That's the end. Turn to the start of the strong blaze. Okay. Why is this so incredibly difficult? Okay, can I buy some equipment here? How much money do I got? 16. Alright, you...
Hi.
Or actually it was you, right? Yeah. And... Alright, sort everything out here. Let's see. Don't think I have any survivability ones. Alright. We'll try the famous from our brothers tomorrow. Day of Charity. Yeah, that is really nasty. Do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Tavern Brawl. I see.
Hi.
Oh, failure may result in injury. I don't want to do that. No, thank you. Okay. Yep, you're gonna read that. Okay, blessings require 10 gold. I don't know about that. Here, let's do this. Let's see. Each character may receive only 1 blessing. Okay, ownership of the winery. Send you out here. Managing the estate. You. Bathhouse. You. I don't know if we can defeat these famous brothers. Okay, you know what? You just go to the bookstore even though you can't buy anything.
Hi.
Alright. End day, let's see what happens. Okay, please. Okay. What? Why is that, like, nearly impossible? Okay. I don't know what's going on there. We just can't do it. All right. We'll see what we can do here. Okay, do that. Oh, white rhino skin. And then, you know what? Intuition? Yeah. There we go. On the greeted day, Adila waits at the city gates long before the sun is fully risen. Warrior stands tall, her face set with determination. There's no smile, only the hunger for battle. Okay. Best of 3. Compete with Adila in survival, combat, physique. And there's all these 3 checks to determine the winner of the hunt. Best of 3. Okay. I'm gonna save my money because I feel like I need to purchase something to help me actually defeat the Mar brothers. Okay, came up with a good idea. Make money, hunting game.
Hi.
Do that. Field investigation. That's you again. We'll give you tactics here. So we got reroll. Managing the estate, that's on you. Maggie, you go talk to this guy. Oh my. Oh wait. Alright. Well, I don't think we want to do that, because if it breaks the card. I am really curious. We'll come back here. Ownership of the winery. this. Keep making Lumera like just the wizard queen. Let's do this. Royal Library.
Huh?
Okay, send you. Okay. Okay, how many people we got? Zaki. He's got Zaki left. In that case, send you. Alright. I want to save here. What if... I'm really curious now. Alright, let's just see what happens. Alright, managing the estate. Boom, money. Okay. Sultan returned to court. Clearly in the bounty's imagination, the Sultan game should be full of skirmish, sex, scandal. Yep. Show him the Carnality card. Returns to your courtyard with great enthusiasm. He winks at you mysteriously. Heard that the House of Delight's been trying out something new lately. Let's go together, but remember to bring your best cloth. We're in the President's event. You're full of doubt, but you always heard the Lady of Delight's wearing heavy makeup and competing for attention of Greek guests. But it's the first time hearing the guests need to dress elaborately. However, you calmly nod, indicating you agree. Oh, that did resolve it. Barking an adventurous fling with Nabani, but instinctively realized this indulgence in Sultan's game could bring savagery, chaos, and fate beyond ordinary acceptance. Are you sure you want to do this? Forget it. Good, Nabani looks at you disappointedly, yet quickly smiled. Good brother, what I do is what you do. I've got the Carnality card covered. This evening, whatever happened to every prostitute in the House of Delights is calling out Arzu's name. Sultan felt tricked without evidence, reluctantly allowed you to avoid the Sultan card. Okay. Alright. I want to go back here. Alright. Yep. Okay, hold on. Okay, yep. Hold on, I'm just... Okay. Alright. Okay, yep. Yep. Alright. Come on. I didn't like that. I wasn't ready to... Alright. Hold on. Yeah, I wasn't ready to advance. Roll Tyrant, beginning of the fall. Times people cling to the most laughable delusions and say no to fate itself. First blood. Use perpetuate game are executed by the Sultan. Alright. Beginning of the fall. Story Courtiers partake in Sultan's game once. First blood. Story Courtier took another life to save his own. Hardly comforting. Third story, man is forced to resort to lovemaking to save his own life. Carnality guard, freely given. Story Courtier, in order to break an extravagance art and spend his hard-earned money on meaningful frivolity. Hope persists. Story Courtier, moments before execution, save his skin. Hope shines through. So I have 7 days of single run. House of Treasures 1, Story Criteria, spend a fortune building a special expedition all for his collection of treasures. Acquire 1 treasure, build an expedition venue. Managing the estate, held grand feasts. Managing the estate 10 times. Teamwork, Story Criteria, who to avoid his colleagues' slanders. Diligently attends court even when there's nothing to discuss. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're not gonna do the Carnality card here. I do not want to break that. Alright, end the day. Okay. Money! Okay. Echoes of Antiquity. Okay, Sultan returned to court. Only beauties or fine liquor can motive him for only a short while. Send someone to track down the bounty at 1,000 delights for cast broken out. Paying customers been waiting far too long for the girls he requested. Those left ignored. Frustrated, he stands up, pulls aside the veil, sees that most of the girls are fawning over Nabani in the inner chamber. Man, furious at being ignored, challenges Nabani, the center of attention. 2 men head to the open ground and found in front of the House of Delights, ready to settle the matter. When you and Maggie arrive, a familiar girl hurries over and pleads you, as a powerful minister, to mediate the duel. If any patron were to die there, it would spell disaster for everyone in the House of Delights. Pleasure Seeker, who is snubbed by the Lady of Delights, angrily points to the man they favor, Nabani, and stakes all his dignity as a man, demanding a duel with him. Do you want to intervene in the dispute? Persuade the favored. Nabani. Approaching Nabani, patted his shoulder, gestured for him to notice the anxious and worried ladies of Delights around. Betting at him how sad these girls would be. Why disappoint so much love over a vain duel? Nabani laughs heartily. You're right, Arzu. You always have a way of words, touch people's hearts, whether it's me or the Sultan. All right, my friend. I apologize for monopolizing the beautiful little mermaid for too long. He bows to the neglected man. Since there was a step, the man readily accepted, and the two shook hands, leaving it at that. Okay. Alright, didn't do what the poor need. Guide to Palace Etiquette. Alright. Come on. Support. Okay. Alright, someone comes to your door claiming to be the owner of the vineyard that attacked you that day. He wants to talk. He does not appear to bear you will. This gloomy man is not here to sign blame. He introduced himself as the brother of Lady Fortuna's late husband. With her husband's son passing, the widow has inherited a fortune. Those properties rightfully shouldn't belong to her. He fidgets with a ring on his thumb while giving you a meaningful look. He proposes collaboration, using Fortuna's trust in you to lure her out and kidnap her. Afterwards, you would receive half the property, an exceedingly generous reward. Greed flares up in your mind. The man narrows his eyes, pleased, and sets a small vial of sleeping draught upon your table. Simple thing for you, isn't it? He cooes. She trusts you. And she does. Fortuna trusts you. Oh, how she trusts you. Your conscience stirs uncomfortably. Although you're still hesitating, this hesitation's already betrayed you to the owner of the winery. He smiles and leaves you the drugs, believing you'll make a wiser and more beneficial choice. But will you? Will you betray Fortuna? Expose the plot. You find Fortuna and inform the poor woman about the plot. Thank you for telling me this. Fortuna presses her lips together and slowly sighs. She actually knows the intentions of the winery owner. The man covets her and her wealth. Fortuna despises him, even hates him. Taking a deep breath, she looks straight into your eyes and resolutely says, "Can you kill him for me?" Her tone's calm and under restraint, unwilling to show any hint of cowardice. I'm willing to pay more than whatever he promised you. You agreed to her request. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the right time. On the agreed day, Adila waits at the city gates long before the sun's fully risen. Warrior stands tall, her face set with determination. There is no smile, only the hunger for battle. Okay. You can track down the lion first. Tracking a lion in the vast and desert wilderness is no small feat. You search the plains, nearly losing yourself in the endless expanse. Then a whisper of movement. Adila gestures for you to come closer, a knowing smirk playing in her lips. Well, not so easy, is it? She tilts her head towards the horizon, voice low in order to avoid alerting lion. I found it already. Right over there. It's patrolling its border. Come on, you gotta keep up. The smile, the fire in her eyes is unmistakable. She's wholly thrilled by the hunt, just as other ladies might be by their finest afternoon tea. One success to be the first dark line. Close down the line from two directions. After exchanging a glance at Dilla, you charge toward the line. Powerful line, unchallenged by mere humans, lunges at you with immense strength. You drop to the ground, narrowly avoiding a deadly strike. Dilla, however, deftly spins out of the beast's bloodthirsty palm and drives her sharp blade deep into its left eye. Lion roars in pain, thrashing wildly. Seizing the opportunity, you thrust your weapon into its belly. It roars and tosses you both away, allowing Adila to leap back to your side, blood dripping from her sword. It's not a moment to lose. After it, she shouts. You're almost stunned. Next, a test of endurance. After an intense chase and fierce combat, the battered lion finally loses its strength and will. What an exhilarating fight. You neatly sever the lion's head and wave it at Adila. The young warrior, recovering from her exhaustion, walks over and high-fives you. Her blood-stained face beaming with joy. We won! How about that? Am I not formidable? Adila laughs. You have never seen a smile so bright and brazen, as if the entire world is her hunting ground. She revels in challenge and battle. Her eyes burns a self that is pure and resolute, more so even than most men. This is yours. You offer the splendid white rhino skin with open hands, and she accepts it, her graceful palm nodding as she says, Thank you. You prove yourself a fine opponent and a good friend. You exchange a smile. The trivial quarrels of the past fade into nothing. Okay. Regardless of the outcome, she enjoyed the combat. Rich combat indicates number of combat's experience. Alright, Day of Charity. Displaced people, those who can't get enough to eat, line up to your porridge tent, gratefully chanting your name with appreciation. In that time, everyone knows of your fame. Successful hunt not only brings you prey, but prestigious connection. Okay. You got some gold. You learned some mystical knowledge. Marrow's Thought. Royal Library. Okay, found some valuable information. This day, when you arrive at the guest house, you see a crowd gathered around a man selling stuff. You go up to him, and he's holding a pile of odd things for sale. Upon seeing you, he grins. I thought it necessary to visit you, sir. The kid that you let go a few days ago is one of mine. People around you tell you the man's name is Ullman, the head of pickpockets in the dark alley, taking care of all the little rogues. You wonder how to deal with him. Let's get on his good side. Praise him. You praise Ullman regardless of his intentions for looking after the little pickpockets well. The kid has clean clothes, shoes, and no sign of hunger. Ullman seems surprised and grinned goofily. The old master knows how to sweet talk. I merely want to take care of my own moneymakers. The lads are my hands, eyes, and clips for wallets. When they're fed and warm, they work better. Let's not talk about this. Would you like to see my wares? He gathered the stolen goods, opened them before you, everything wrapped in black bags. That meant you didn't know what you'd actually get if you bought any. Bent one hand for the goods here. Habib arrived promptly. As a precaution, you decide to test his cooking. The chef confidently accepts, promising not to disappoint. Lady Maggie's recommendation, eager to demonstrate his skills with several specialties for everyone to sample. Naturally, you must provide funds for the ingredients. Habib has become a follower. Event a proper meal has appeared. Sultan has returned to his loyal palace. Okay. Well, I'm going to end the episode here, folks. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you like what I do. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.